There is growing outrage tonight after an unarmed African-American teenager was shot and killed by police in the St. Louis suburb of Ferguson, Missouri.
The man being described in the news clip was 18-year-old African-American resident of Ferguson, Missouri, Michael Brown, who on August 9, 2014 was fatally shot by Darren Wilson, a white Ferguson police officer. Ferguson police released Wilson's name to the public several days later and included a video of Michael Brown robbing a nearby convenience store that was viewed as an attempt to slander or impeach Michael Brown. Brown's autopsy shows that he was shot at least 6 times, one bullet entering the top of his head, suggesting that he may have been surrendering at the time he was shot.
The days following Brown's shooting consisted of what were initially peaceful protests that broke out into looting and violent unrest in the vicinity of the original shooting. What followed was a gross militarization of the Ferguson local police, sporting military gear and carrying assault rifles, using smoke bombs, flash grenades, rubber bullets, and tear gas to disperse crowds. Days later, Missouri Governor Jay Nixon declared in a press conference a state of emergency and implemented nightly curfews in Ferguson from midnight to 5 a.m. These violent responses from both sides brought up the discussion of ongoing racial tensions in Ferguson, and Michael Brown's death was the proverbial straw that broke the camel's back.
The civil unrest continued until November 24th when the grand jury decided not to indict Wilson in the shooting death of Brown. The ensuing riots consisted of many local businesses being burned down, gunfire, looting, vandalism, and the destruction of 2 St. Louis County Police patrol cars. Police in Ferguson deployed tear gas and ordered the protesters in the street to disperse. On November 29th, Darren Wilson formally resigned from the Ferguson Police Department with no severance package. There were 61 people arrested in Ferguson on charges including burglary, trespassing, and it appeared no one was safe.
Is inside whether it's... Sorry, I just got hit by a rock. I've been hit with much worse in my day. You're seeing the Title Max.
While the state of Ferguson and its residents is still yet to be determined, one thing has become clear following these traumatic events. Murder does not work to resolve any conflict or anger between groups of people. It only works to reinforce the hatred between them. Our world struggles from the same societal conflicts of Jesus' time. Regardless of the public's perception of injustice, we must strive for a world where only violence begets violence, and peace begets peace. In these times, we remember the words of Martin Luther King. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that.